Hello and welcome to the Focus Software video tutorials for direct carers. Today's tutorial will be how CFC staff can simply and quite easily enter service delivery activities remotely. So you'll be able to basically fill out your service delivery log items uh, uh, directly online without paper. So let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to the correct website, which is directcare.focussoftware.com. And it's over here, all out in bold. And so you can take a moment and pause the video and put this in your URL or write this down. And it's directcare.focused with an ed software.com, no spaces. When you've done this, put this in the URL and click enter. It'll bring you to the website that is here. And if you can't remember for some reason, if you forget what this URL exactly is, it's real simple. Go to the Focused Software website, focussoftware.com. And when you get here, you'll know you're in the right place because of the Focus Software logo. Just scroll all the way down to the bottom. Under quick links, you'll see a login that is Direct Care. You simply click on that and it'll take you to the same place. So today we don't need those two tabs, so we're going to get away from them, but here we are. Now put in the unique username and password that was given to you by your provider. And today my direct care person is Rudolph Rednose. These are all imaginary consumers and carers, obviously. He's put in his username and his password, and now he will simply click on the login button. This will bring him to the home page, his home page. And Rudolph looks after, this is a demo account, so Rudolph looks after quite a number of consumers. In your case, you'll probably only have one name showing up or two names showing up of the people that you care for. But this is where we access their charts, but that's a talk for another time. Today, we're trying to put in service delivery logs. And so what you do is you come up to the main menu bar, which is up here, and you simply click on, you hover over CFC logs. It'll give you two items to choose from. And today, we're going to be doing the service delivery log items. So you simply click on that, and it will open up a window. When it opens up the window, this is really self-explanatory. You simply click on the patient's name and choose the person that you're looking after. Today it's going to be Johan. And you simply click on their name and it will turn up here. If there's only one name, click on that. It still needs to be chosen. We're now going to click on a date for service delivery. So let's just say I want to do one for the 23rd. I'm going to do one for the 23rd of April. And now if you went in at 8 o'clock and you delivered services until about 10:30, you can put that in. Click the add button here beside it, very important, so that when it moves up, you then see a remove button. If you've made a mistake, you can click on the remove button and remove this time, but you do need to click on this add button for the system to retain the information, because if I left and I later came back that day, I actually can put in a separate time, and I'm going to put in 1 p.m. Now you can either put in 1 p.m. or you can put in 13. You can use military time, which would be 1300. But I'm just going to say I went back in at 1, did some work there and left at, let's just say 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock military time would be 1500. You just put in 15. Or you can put in 3 p, which will still give you 3 p.m. Don't just put in a 3 because that will automatically think it's 3 a.m. So you either put in the p.m. if it's the afternoon, p.m., or you put in as military time. Again, we're going to click the add button because we want the system to recognize that, to retain this information. And you can now see that we have two listed times, separate times. All right, so those are the times that I went in. The services were provided in the home for the person, and it was just one person I was looking after, which in this case was CFC man, Johan, and it was just me. I'm just the one member of staff that was there giving services that day, so it's one-on-one. Now we come down here and we see that we have service group and we have service item. Well, all you need to do is to click on this service group bar first, and you choose the service group that you're trying to put activities in for. In this case, and it's the same as is on your paper forms right now where you have activities of daily living and then under that you have certain activities. Well, let's just click on activities of daily living, or if your first language is Spanish, actividades de la vida diaria, and you click on that, and then you want to, once that is highlighted, you then come across to the service item, and you click on this bar, and it allows you to click off all the activities of daily living that are under it. So I'm going to say that we partook of some bathing activities, we did some assisting with ambulation, Again, it's all here in Spanish, so it's English and Spanish. We dressed the consumer as well as helped him to eat and did some housekeeping. Those are the things I did with activities of daily living. Now, when you've checked off all of these activities, do not forget, click on the add button, which will mean that you have these 5 items taken up, and you can once again you can see that if any mistakes were made, I can remove activities by clicking on this button. But aside from activities of daily living, I also did some non-face-to-face activities. So all you do is you click on a different group, move across to the different service activities, and I get to choose different ones now. So now the non-face-to-face, I maybe secured some transportation and I did some shopping. Click add, and those 2 activities are now added up here under the activities of daily living. Of course, if I did some for additional community first choice tasks, I click on this group, I come over to the service, and I click on those. I also assisted with health related tasks, which again in Spanish is over here. I click on add because it's only one thing I did for that group, and I'm done. If there's any text narrative I want to put in here, narrative text, whatever is relevant. So I can put in went shopping and took care of, um, Johan. I guess I can put in here. Full stop. That's my narrative for the day. And then all you need to do is to, when you finish, you're happy with everything, just go over and make sure that there's a name, a date, because if these 2 things aren't filled out, it won't allow you to submit. Make sure you're happy with the time and everything else. If you're happy with your narrative, click on the submit for approval button. The window will spontaneously disappear and your log has been submitted. No posting, no faxing, no wondering if your logs have gone missing. They've all gone to the provider's desk right now to be approved for billing. So let's just say I want to be sure that the log has gone. I simply come down. Again, this is the page that you landed on when you first logged in. It's the home page. You simply come and click on the name of the person, the consumer's chart that you want to open. By default, it'll open on the service delivery log page, and we can see that I've done lots of logs for Johan in the past. Some are pending, which means that the provider has not approved them and sent them for billing. Some are approved, which means that they've been approved as I submitted them and have probably gone for billing. You can check with your provider. Now, this one here has been denied. There's something that my provider did not like and wants me to correct. I can correct it from here. But you see that the ones that we submitted today are also in here. So basically, we did the one for the 23rd just now, and it's actually turned up in his chart. So if, for example, I have made a mistake or I remembered something that I didn't put into this particular log, it's really easy to make edits. You simply click on the pending icon beside the dates that you want to correct, and you put them in here. And here you can see all of the activities that we chose. If I made a mistake and I want to remove something, I can just click on the remove button. Just remember at the end of it, or if I wanted to add, I simply go through the same steps we went through before, change the narrative I feel like, click submit again for approval, and again, it's resubmitted to the desk of my provider in the pending state. I hope this has helped you to understand how easy it is to use the Focus software system for carers to input their service delivery activities directly into the consumer's chart.